Yes. Right. How to sound. Right. Mm, very good. Yes. Right. How to sound. All right. Can you hear me? One, two, test. I'll just see if we can adjust this. All right. Can you hear me? One, two, test. I'll just see if we can adjust this. All right. I think I'm gonna try to go like so. Good evening, Kitty. How's it going? We have Shadow that wants to join in the very first stream. How's it going, my boy? So I'm just gonna see if the sound good. So good evening, Kitty. How's it going? We have Shadow that wants to join in the very first stream. How's it going, my boy? So it seems like I do have some mic option issues. I'm gonna have to fix that. Mm. So I think you all can hear me right now. Don't have any viewers that can help me and tell me if I should fix it or so so so. Well, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be speaking a little louder then. We are in September 26, 2024. I am Kenny. Kenny Crow. I am from Canada, and I don't know where to start. It is like the title says. I want to speak about mainly about Canada. That is not the same anymore. Mainly, where I want to start is that yesterday in the House of Commons we had a vote of non-confidence launched by the Conservative this week, and it was basically that we do not have confidence in this Prime Minister and the government anymore. We've seen the Bloc Québécois and the NDP vote against the motion, also with the Liberals. Um, Before I continue, I want to make sure that this is not going to be a political only channel. What I want to do with this is inform people. I want to learn along with you. I do have a lot of experience about Canada. I've traveled everywhere. And what I'm talking about really comes from the heart of a broken Canadian. Someone that is looking at his country, and I see it being demolished slowly and slowly, slowly. And to be told that if you talk about it, you're ignorant, and you're this, or you're some ism or ist, or it's really difficult. So, because of everything that I see going on in Canada, I have decided to come up here along with my other fellow Canadians and start speaking up. So, sorry, I really get emotional. about my country. And if patriotism is a bad thing, then I should be a bad person. But yesterday we had a vote of non-confidence, and our prime minister has been stuff. Hold on, no, I'm good. Sorry. Um, okay, so what I'm trying to say is that we are the people, and we need to stand up for ourselves. And when I mean stand up for yourself, I mean that knowledge is power. In 2024, knowledge is power. And I do not believe in misinformation and disinformation. I believe into searching for the truth for yourself. Do not believe anything that's been told to you. Always ask why or how or so. Um, so we live here in Canada in a democracy. So let's go and switch over here and ask our friend Grok. Democracy in Canada. What is he gonna tell us? So I don't know if you can still hear me. I sure hope so. So democracy in Canada is structured as a federal parliamentary democracy with constitutional monarchy. Here's a current overview based on traditional understanding and sentiment expressed in public forum like X. I like how actually X says X and not X, formerly Twitter. Structure. Political system include the Crown, represented by the Governor General, the Senate, and the House of Commons. The executive power is effectively wielded by the Prime Minister and the Cabinet, who are responsible to the House of Commons. So, I'm not going to read through all of this, but you can pause it and look at it later. But the very important thing that I want to bring up here is the democratic processes. Because even here on Grok it says, and there's an express concern over the integrity of democratic processes, with mention of external influences and internal corruption. The way the system works today for Canadian, and the reason why I'm trying to bring this up, is there are so many Canadians right now that wants to go to election, and our elected officials are thinking only about themselves and their career. And it seems like, I'm just gonna speak it up right out, right the truth. It looks to me that it doesn't matter which system it is, which is the political system, the justice system. It only there's no justice, there's no anything unless it benefits someone's career. Can you really legally get help? Yeah, you can get legal aid, yes, but legal aid doesn't pay a lot, and lawyers is not going to go, and you're not going to get the best services with legal aid than you would with if you pay for a lawyer. There's a lot of cases that legal aid lawyers won't take, and now you go to higher level, the Supreme Court and all. Like we're not even seeing any, like, how many scandals that Justin Trudeau has been through. It is just insane. It's crazy to see. And in 2024, I think it's been one a week, and we're not even done. There's been extremely, extremely, extremely a lot of corruption. Let's take a look here at this post from Cat Canada. Go give her a like, giving her a shout out here. She's one of those that has encouraged me a lot to start speaking up, because she does it, and right now she's under a lot of pressure, and I believe what she does, and I believe it's for the right thing. So here she says, Gould, quoting Karina Gould, which is a Liberal MP here in Canada. Cool, the only thing Pierre Poilievre, ever done is takes people freedoms away. I'm just gonna pet my cat a little bit here. I should have. Because this is the kind of comments that we get here in the House of Commons in Canada. We do not have freedom of speech, but they do. They can say whatever they want. I am just flabbergasted when I see stuff like that. We have a very, 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 very big amount of gaslighting. And to be fair, I did not know what gaslighting was until I got into the political scene, to be fair. Like, people start telling me, oh, the liberals are gaslighting us. And I was like, a while ago, and I'm like, what does that mean? Well, gaslighting, it's like when they're, saying stuff to you, like that it's not real, but it's just to, put gas on the fire, like hence your hate, or push you up, like just the liberals in Canada are destroying this country. And one thing I want to hear, okay. So in 2006, I was a young fella, and I decided to go across the country and hitchhike from one end to another. And as I've done this for many, many years, I went to pretty much every major city. I went to the Yukon. I've seen a lot of my country. I've walked so many of them roads. And we have a very beautiful country. It is, for anyone that has never seen the Rockies, I assure you, the first time you'll see the Rockies, it's beautiful. And I'm sorry if this very first live stream looks pretty weird, emotional and all, but this is indeed my first live stream. I intend to do more. I'm going to look at the quality of this one afterwards. I'm going to try to fine tune it, and it'll get better. Hopefully, we can get some stuff going, and who knows? I really want to build up some stuff and learn how to share my knowledge and to learn more with you all. And I want to have people that comes and talk with me and share their knowledge and have conversation. So the main reason I wanted to do this live stream today is to explain one thing, and I'm really gonna have to clip this part and probably do it as a little short. Right now my emotion is really controlled by a cat on my hand. I think he's giving me support. He's awesome. So in 2016, I was living in Chilliwack. 2015, 2016. Maybe it was in 2017, maybe that United Nation top guy or whatever, some dude from the United Nation, came to Canada, to Vancouver, and actually went and visited Tent City. And I remember looking in the newspaper after his visit, he said he cannot believe that a country as rich like Canada has a tent city, has so much poor people living in the streets. And this was his words not even a decade ago. As I was living in Chilliwack the first year before, the first summer, there was a wave of, there were, in all fairness, there was a lot of drug addiction. There was a problem with crack and meth and such. But it wasn't that bad until I saw the next summer when it nearly tripled in 1 year. We started, within that winter, we started seeing 10 cities in Chilliwack. They had to move them around. It got crazy like that, like in a clap of a finger. And to figure out that Vancouver City, the Vancouver City, I don't want to blame Vancouver police or anyone, but the words that I had back then was that they were giving them bus tickets to head out to Chilliwack and not coming back. You come back to go to jail, or ship you further, or I don't know what they were saying, but basically we're shipped by. So at some points, Chilliwack starting to do the same thing, and then I shipped them further up. We had, after that, when there were the big, huge fires after that misplaced a lot of people, and all of a sudden the bus stopped moving around in British Columbia, Greyhound. So all of that, in Western Canada, what I'm saying is, were small triggers. All of them little small triggers that have caused an epidemic of drugs and homelessness. And I could go on and on all day about, those small triggers, such as. But what I'm trying to say here is, right now I'm in the East Coast, and I understand, and I'm talking about British Columbia and Vancouver, but I have a nephew in Winnipeg. My big brother has a kid in Winnipeg. So I got families all over. I got family all across this country. I have friends all across this country. I lived in pretty much every province beside Saskatchewan, maybe, and the eastern ones. Folks, Canada is a great country. And when I came back in Quebec 6 years ago, I told them, I said, yeah, Quebec is great, but you watch, the problems that happen in America came up here, in the Western Canada, but they'll come here too. We're not immune to it. It's not because we speak French that we're going to be immune to the rest of the world. It doesn't work like that. And the diversity between French Canadians and Canadians is big. I'm a French Canadian. Nobody have noticed. Um, and I see right now with this vote that happened yesterday, I am absolutely scared of the division that can happen between Quebec and Canada. We should not be divided because the Bloc has voted against the motion. We really should start to be united even more. Quebecois are brainwashed by the media. Just remember that everything that French news are telling them is from the English world is pretty much translated. So, and yes, you know, you can't. It is such a touchy subject, folks, because you there isn't a good or bad. I mean, like everybody's got their own opinion, and the perception and perspective are completely different. But at the end of the day, I agree with what a lot of people are saying when it comes to the Bloc Québécois shouldn't be supporting on federal level when they like it's you know what, I'm gonna build up on this. I want to check up this live stream, how it went, and I want to listen to it, and I'll come back with more content, with better stuff. Right now, I feel really sideways about. I really don't know how the sound is good. Um, but there's a lot of things coming up right now, and I think we really need to speak and we need to not be divided. So I thank you very much for coming up. Everybody that's listening, give me a thumbs up. You know, share, subscribe if you want. I will be making more content. I am Kenny Crow, and thank you.